what's up everybody out there? CHILLSCISSORS is here back at it again for you guys for yet another fantastic week of pickups. So we're going to be going over the recent pickups from games, accessories, and collectibles I found out in the wild. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what I have found, guys. A lot of great games and collectibles found. And real quick before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the video, make sure and hit that like button. Without further ado, the first game I picked up this week was Destroy All Humans for the original Xbox. I've been trying to really beef up my original Xbox library, as you can probably suggest by the background of my game room. You can see that I'm a huge Xbox fan, and this was a must own. I used to own it way back in the day, and then through times that I needed cash, I actually had to sell it. So happy to have this one back in my collection. Currently on the hunt for part 2. They are coming out with a remaster, which I'm super excited about, but hopefully I can get my hand on the other one before the new one comes out, so that I'll have all of them in my collection. But happy to add that one back to my collection. The next one is a duplicate, so I actually found a copy of Halo 2 Collector's Limited Edition, and this particular one is more complete and in better condition than the one I have currently in my collection. And whenever I say complete in box, I mean all the pamphlets, all the coupons, all the manuals, everything, and this one has it all. And like I said, the steelbook was in better condition, and I got it for free. My local game store. Shout out to Game Exchange. If you have one in your area, go check them out. It's fantastic customer service, fantastic games and game prices, but not a sponsor. But they had this on the buy one get one free deal, so you know, why not? I'm a huge Halo fan. If you've been following the channel for a while, then you definitely know that. But Halo Infinite has got me so hyped and on the gravy chain for anything Halo related, and just can't wait to see the new console and a whole other video on its own of all of the things to come. But like I said before, happy to add that one to the collection. Since I was a kid, you know, I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 91. So Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general, is definitely my bread and butter. And of course, whenever I came across this one for the buy one get one free, I had to add it to the collection, guys. So this is Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I really like the artistry on the cover and the back art, and that actually translates into the game itself. Really fun, relatable, platformy fighter, and my wife loves platform fighters, so I would be interested to see how good she is on this one. And she normally whoops my butt, but hey, we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky on this one and I'll actually be able to defeat her. And Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles for the Nintendo Wii. This one is an on-rail shooter. It's not very long, however, most on-rail games really aren't that long or known for being long, but just happy to add this one to the collection. It takes homage to the earlier artistry, the earlier Resident Evils, and it goes into depth on the characters, portion that you wouldn't normally know. So it dives into like Wesker's story, etc. and so on. Whenever you play through the first versions of the games, and you wonder, you know, what they were actually doing behind the scenes, and this takes you on that journey. And like I said, on-rail shooter. If you're any type of way for the Nintendo Wii, then it depends upon your level of patience and your level of consistency for the Wii motion controls. But it's Resident Evil. What can you do? You gotta add it to the collection. Gotta check it out. But happy to add this into my collection. As you can see, once again, a massive Resident Evil fan, and this one surprisingly I didn't have in my collection. I'm trying to burn through and finally finish off all of the copies of the games that I don't have of the Resident Evil and the platforms that I have. So this was definitely a welcomed game to the collection. This one is not too many people talk about this one. I really don't know why, but this is Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising for the Xbox 360. So this is a militaristic simulator So you get dropped off in these large environments with a squad of 4, including yourself, and you have a set task. At the beginning of the mission, before it even launches, you can detail brief and get a briefing of what's going on. Other than that, you are commanding your own platoon, so it doesn't hold your hand, it doesn't tell you anything, it just drops you off and gives you the general direction of, you know, which way your objectives are. And I've been looking for a game like this for quite some time now, and this is definitely good. They could have done better in my eyes, like character customization, you know, vehicle customization, weapon customization. You can search dead bodies and use their weapons and take their gear and stuff like that. But one thing that's really cool is it is a fully functional simulator. So whenever you have a rocket launcher RPG, then you don't just reload and you're good. Like, you have to get down on one knee, displace the whole half of the rocket launcher, and then reattach just like you would have to do in real life. And the reload times, everything else like that. Beautiful visuals. I think this one is wonderful. Don't misjudge this one for Red River. So Operation Flashpoint, Red River. It's not this. It's not as good. So if you see the two, definitely pick this one up. It's cheaper and it's a lot better than Red River. So pick this one up if you are interested. So I was at my local Goodwill and I came across 2 figures that of a movie that I actually really enjoyed. And there's some controversy with it. It didn't really sell well. It didn't really review well, but it was just one of those ones that actually I really enjoyed. So that is the Dark Tower, and I came across the collectible figure, the Dark Tower, the Man in Black, which was played by Matthew McConaughey. And these figures are super detailed, and I got them from a local Goodwill, like I said. And if you know anything about Goodwills, it's getting considerably worse over time. The prices are actually starting to go up, unfortunately. Before I could go in and get $1 or $2 a game, now I'm going in there and seeing Madden 05 for $5. I'm seeing, you know, all of these Snickle Fridge filler shuffleware titles going for $9, $10, $12, which is just completely insane. Being said, I can go right across the street and pay retail prices at my local gaming store and get buy 2 get 1 free, and the games that are selling for $5 in there, you know, I'm getting in a retail environment at a game store for 99 cents. So don't be fooled if you see a stack of games. Don't pay those prices. They don't know what they have, and they just have one base rate for the game. So the only way you get lucky there nowadays is if the game actual street value is over the price that they're slotting it at. But most of the games that get donated are not really worth much unless you find that, you know, holy grail like moment where you find, you know, a Mario Sunshine, a Mario Party, a Smash Bros, something like that, or a stack of just really good Nintendo titles. Then that's a totally different story. Cash in then. But beyond that, happy to have this in my collection. I have a massive figure collection. I just went crazy throughout the years getting these collector's editions after collector's editions, and I have a closet, 2 closets full of them, and my shelves are completely filled. I'm running out of space. My game room is not that big. I need a bigger space. But happy to have this one into the collection. And then beyond that one, I actually found paired with it the only other statue for them besides the action figures, the Dark Tower. This is the Gunslinger. This one is the big boy. So this one, like I said, super detailed. Happy to have this one in the collection. And they'll look fantastic up on the shelf. And I'm not going to say much about the movie. The movie was good. I enjoyed it. I like the plot. I like the characters. I like the visuals. But like I said, it just didn't sell well. It didn't get received very well. But I liked it. I'm happy to have them in my collection. Got them for super affordable price. So I'm happy with it. And that's, at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy with it, I'm not broke, then that's all that matters. So a few accessories added to the collection. So this one I found brand new, sealed in a local flea market, and I couldn't believe it. It still has a Best Buy sticker on it, and that was marked out, so this was clearanced out eventually. No telling, you know, how it got there or whatever, but happen to have it in the collection. It's Xbox original branded, brand new, and beyond that, I, by means of I completely don't know, I came across the same exact one. This is the limited Halo 2 case sealed, and these just look awesome on my wall. The Xbox original accessories I've been running into periodically at stupidly low prices, and this one I got for a super affordable price. On the side here it says Halo 2. It's got the 2 emblem on the front, which is interesting because it's blue. Normally you would think of Halo or Xbox as green, and this one actually is blue. So it makes it a little bit more unique. Factory sealed. On this side it's got Halo 2 on it as well. Here's the back of it, but like I said, just super stoked to actually have the original and one of my favorite gaming franchises hanging up on my Xbox portion of my wall, and just, man, just so happy and humble with that. I found this next accessories, I should say, on a local website where you can pick up games, accessories, and just people selling stuff / junk in general. But she was trying to get rid of a 2-pack of the Halo 4 Xbox 360 wireless controllers, and I got it on the charger so you can see both of them. So this came with the limited collector's edition for the Halo 4 Xbox 360 console. They're completely transparent, and what's unique and cool about these is the actual Xbox guide button glows blue, as does the power button on the Xbox 360 console itself. But I got these for a steal, man. I got these for like $5 a piece. I know they don't go from that much more online, you know, $30, $40, $50 depending on the seller, but $5 a piece, you really can't beat it. And I didn't have these in my collection. I'm a huge Halo Xbox 360 controller collector, and there's so many more that I gotta get my hands on. It was just everything, all the stars aligned and came together so that I could get this. She had the console, but unfortunately she wound up selling the console before I had an opportunity to snag it. But it didn't work anyway. The console wasn't working, that's why she was selling his stuff so cheap. But I don't know, I guess the other, I offered to buy these separate because she was asking way too much for just the console itself, so she was willing to negotiate on the controllers. So I happen to have that into the collection. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and continue to grow the channel. We're well on our way to 400 subscribers. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for hanging out, and peace.